Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Surviving Mars. We are currently scanning the surrounding area, trying to find a place where we can build our first dome. We do have a few small problems that I'd like to address, namely the fact that we don't have many drones right now. And I really do have no idea where to build the dome. We could do with getting more money, which means we could do with finding a rare mineral deposit that we can mine and send back to our sponsors. We are going to get money for every research that we complete. We are slowly researching stuff right now, I believe. In the last episode I was kind of fixated on sending this rocket back. I have kind of thought about the fact that I do have access to 2 other rockets that I could very much call in from Earth with the things that I need, so I shouldn't worry too much about running out of stuff. I could do with getting more polymers, machine parts and electronics for the various things that we are going to need to set up a base here, but for now what I think I'm going to do is pass some time off screen, because you don't need to watch this happen, and I'm going to scan these areas to see if we can find something a little bit interesting. If anything happens I'll bring you back, but I doubt it will. And oh god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. But we'll see what happens. Either way, I shall see you momentarily. Ah, hello. We just found, as we scanned this sector here, we found an anomaly and a rare... Oh, pressing escape to get out of that menu. Gah! A rare metals deposit. Well, that's a good way of us making some money, so I guess if we could think about making a dome in this area here, first things first, let's send the RC Explorer to go and analyze that anomaly. Maybe it'll be some technology, maybe it will be some research points. Either way, I'm sure it'll be very useful. What are we researching right now? We're researching low G drives. Drones and rovers move 20% faster. I am tempted very much by the fungi farms being outside of the dome. That would alleviate inside dome problems, but they require quite a lot of electronics to build. And we have already got the farm. But it is definitely an option. I am kind of tempted by getting that one-time grant as well. But let's start getting more applicants, because we are going to have to pick and choose who we want to live on Mars. And I'd like to get the best possible people if I can. If I'm scanning down here, can I... How many drones are in here? Oh, I can't actually assign the drones to the ship. Can I?
Research complete.
I don't see a button for it. I could just be wrong. Well, there's the low G drive. How much money do we actually get for researching? I don't know. I know we get some money. I don't know how much, though. Aha, the Explorer has finally made its way there. I want to work out the logistics of how I could build a dome here. It's quite far away from where I've built my fuel, which is something that worries me. Because it's not like you can pack them and move them, but I guess I could order more parts in, but I'd rather not waste money on things I don't need. But then, having the rare materials does kind of help. I wish I could get rid of this giant dip. Ah, we can send our rocket back. It is fully fueled. We are starting to stockpile fuel.
Sector scanned.
Oh, hello. What did we get here?
We just found Beagle 2. Or at least what's left of it.
Over the years, over 2/3 of missions sent to Mars ended in disaster. The tragic course of events attributed to bad luck, human error, or simply the inevitability of shooting blind in the dark had created a dark humour revolving around the great galactic ghoul, which feeds on exploration probes and the mystery of the Martian Triangle. One of the best equipped probe missions to Mars was Beagle 2, which failed dramatically in the last minutes before landing. Failed by the parachutes in the treacherous Martian atmosphere, the brave little probe crashed at fatally high speeds against the red desert. Effect reduces the cost of robotic techs by 10%. Okay, that sounds rather intriguing, does it not? Ah, we have another... Wow, we have quite a lot of rare materials around here. Oh, we scanned again. So here is a really good place for a dome, I think. Like I say, it's quite far away, but we can build those shuttles. I'm not entirely sure how to go about setting them up and stuff, because I'm still a complete noob at this, but we'll find out, won't we? Okay, well, let's send... There's no point leaving the rocket here. Let's send it back. It's going to cover everything in crap. At least I don't think there's much point leaving it here. Is there? Could we load it up with... Nah, we couldn't load it up with... It would take too long. Metals. Let's take off.
Milestone achieved.
I love this so much. Even if it did just cover my my truck in crap. Look at it go! Right. Yeah, my truck is officially covered in dust right now. Is there a way to clean my truck? I don't know. Okay, so we have water, minerals, metals, rare metals. We have pretty much everything we need in this tiny little area here-ish. So, we need to set up an electric grid of some description. Oh damn, I need a drone hub, that's what I need. I don't have any drone hubs, do I? Yeah, maybe I should have imported a drone hub. I will do that with a rocket. I will import one, it'll be fine. But for now, let's see. All of the drones, yeah, all 6 drones are here. Well, you have to stay here because... Well, without it, my entire little base here is going to grind to a halt. There's a problem, isn't it? I could just call in another rocket. Because ideally what we need is a drone hub. 150 million, my god. We don't need a moisture evaporator because we have the water in the ground that we're going to take advantage of. The fuel refinery, we've already kind of got one. A machine parks factory could be useful, but I don't think we're there just yet. As long as I don't run out of money and I can still buy one. A polymers factory requires water and fuel. I mean, soon we are going to have a large volume of water and fuel as well, because we have our fuel refinery set. But I don't think so just yet. Maybe? Depends how much money we have left at the end of this little endeavour of mine. We definitely need more electronics, machine parts and polymers. I kind of want 10 of each, but that's quite a lot of money. We don't need any food. Metals we have plenty of. We could do with a couple more drones. Get 4 more drones. It might work in my favour to get 2 drone hubs. They are quite expensive. And I'm assuming I'll be able to build them soon, right? So all I need is 1 drone hub now that I can kind of put down in the middle of everything, build my dome. I'd like to fill up the cargo capacity so I can get the most out of this. So I guess I could just get more... like future-proof it by getting quite a lot of this stuff. I could get some more orbital probes, I suppose. They're 100 million apiece. My funding is quite low. Let's just go with that. The Vega 1. Now there is one thing I'd like to sort out, and that is a landing pad for my rockets, so they don't kick up loads of dust and dirt and crap whenever they take off. So let's build a landing pad. I'd like it to be... Oh man, if I build the dome all the way down there, it's going to be miles away from this. Let's build it there for now. It's only a little bit of concrete. It's not the end of the world. And I could move all of this into various different... My little OCD's kicking in now. I kind of want to move this down here so it's all here, ready to go. I guess I could use that water one there. Which one's the bigger water? 13,000, 13,000. Very low, or low? I'm not sure what the grade means, but I'm sure I'll find out at some point. I've just realised that building that there means that if I build a water extractor, it's going to be inside this. Oh wait, no. Never mind, it should be okay. I can kind of keep it just outside of the dust. But what I will do, because of my crazy OCD nature, is that I will build various depots down here for concrete, metal, that's polymers, rare metals even. Metal is the first one. Did I get? Well, I might as well get one for polymers and all that sort of stuff as well, right? Polymers, electronics, and then at least I'll be able to have a visual on what I actually have. I'm missing one thing, aren't I? Machine parts, is it? I could build fuel down here, but that's a little bit excessive, isn't it? Let's now salvage the concrete depot, salvage the metals depot, and salvage the universal depot. And now, hopefully, all of our drones and things will move. What I can do to speed this up, actually, is create a transport route where I want to load resources from here. All resources, and I want to move them down here. Let's use that space truck to my greatest advantage. Look at him load up. It should be significantly quicker than waiting for all of our little drones to run backwards and forwards and take forever. But I will admit, this is quite a significantly large amount of things to be moving around. Now our rockets are... Well, that one's travelling to Earth, so that is almost home. Vega 1 is almost here. Still trying to work out the best place to place this damn dome. Because it's going to be a basic dome, I think, to start with, I imagine. The actual influence range of this thing is kind of small. I could build it...
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Here-ish? Ooh, we found an anomaly. Go scan it. I think for the ring around the dome is what you can interact with, say with mines and things. That's as far as the colonists can kind of go on the outside of it. Could be wrong. Don't actually know. I did do the tutorial, but I wasn't paying that much attention, as you can imagine. That's a point. What am I scanning here? Might as well broaden my scanning slightly. Okay, the Vega 1 is here. Now I should be able to just make it land on the landing pad. And it won't kick up loads of rubbish all over the place, which is lovely. I slowed the time down thinking it would be really cool to watch the rocket land. Where is the rocket? Oh, brilliant. Oh, we found more water in Sector F4. That's a really awkward place to put water. Uh-oh, that looks like a dust tornado. Uh-oh. I don't know what the effects of one of those things are. Damn it, almost missed it. Oh, ha ha ha. I love the way it still shows all the dust.
Research complete.
But it is a considerably nicer way to land. I love all the animations in this game. That's one of the main things I love about it, is the little animations. Okay, so we have a transportation problem, heavy load on the drones. Doesn't surprise me. So, we have a drone hub. How big is the oh man, the drone hub is massive. Okay, so if I build this like slap bang in the middle here, it should give me access to pretty much everything. Maybe? Not the concrete depot, which is kind of a problem. I suppose I could pull it back. Nah, getting dangerous.
No
Okay.
active research.
Uh-oh, no active research.
Analyzed.
Yeah, I know there's no cable connection, but let's build it there for now. Okay, no active research. What do we have here then? Oh, we can build the polymer factory here. Outland the fuel refinery. Okay, that means we could move our fuel refinery if we needed to. That seems like a good one to research. We'll get decommission protocol. We'll finish off magnetic filtering. And... amplifier increases the extraction process. But it uses more power. It could just be a good one to research straight up. Productivity training. Until we get people, these aren't actually that useful. Let's finish off Dwarn swarms. Dwarn swarms? Drone swarms. Okay. Now, in order for this to work, it needs power, obviously. Do I actually have any drones in the range that can... Of course not. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Of course I do. The blooming spaceship. Right, for it to operate, it needs 3 power. Only 3 power? How much does a little? 2 power. God damn it. It'd be so much nicer if that solar panel did 1 more power. Well, we'll use a large solar panel, I guess. And a cable. That's a power switch. The amount of times I do that now. Ridiculous. As soon as this thing... Do you actually get 2 drones free when you build that thing? God damn it. I didn't think that. Not that you can ever have too many drones. I love these little drones. They are such cool little things. And it makes sense, because I guess if we did ever try and analyze Mars, we would have to send drones of some description. But if we had control over our drones that was this good, oh dear, the world would be a terrifying place. Managed to move all the stuff yet? No, there's still stuff over here? My god. But we are looking like we are well stocked when it comes to the various different bits and pieces. The only thing we're kinda lacking is money. Oh, hello, Sector F5. More concrete. Oh, hello. So in theory, I could get this till it runs out, even though we're not even remotely close to making it run out, and then move it. Yeah, this is looking more and more like a promising place to build a dome. I understand that I am taking a lot longer than probably most people would make to make this decision, but it's rare I think things through. Just let me have this once. Machine parts for maintenance. Okay, so this has 4 drones. That has 4 drones. Can I move control of the drones? Normally it has this button here, which allows you to pack a drone for reassignment. I can take off... That doesn't need 6 drones. Let's pop another 2 drones in here. Now it has 6 drones. It can support up to 20, so, you know, I could probably do with a few more. And now let's look at setting up oxygen, water, and the various other things that we need in order to make our place, our dome, survive. That's a prefab dome. I'm just trying to work out the placement of where I want it. It's gonna have to be. If it's slap bang on it? It says in the radius. Does the slap bang on it count as being in the radius? Because that's kind of a perfect place for me. It's 10 polymers, 80 concrete. We don't actually have enough concrete yet, but it needs 15 power, 1 air, and 1 water. Now I fear we're going to have way in excess of the water requirements. much does one of those produce moisture evaporators? They actually produce one, so technically one of those is enough for the dome on its own, but you put buildings inside of the dome that have requirements, and human beings, we love our water. Water, I imagine, is going to be quite a high cost. But so let's start off by getting a water extractor here. 6 concrete, 2 machine parts. I don't know if it needs to be on the water or not. I'm assuming it just needs to be in the... Well, we're about to find out. Right, then let's put a cable away from it. I hate the fact everything is diagonals in this game. It's like my brain's like, no, not diagonals, please. That's way outside, right? Yeah. What does that require to be powered? 5. So it requires 1 large solar panel. Eventually I'm going to have to tie everything into a bigger network with redundancies and things like backup batteries for when the sun goes down. It's like I've just realized that when the sun goes down, our drone hub is gonna run out of power. So maybe I should build myself a battery just on the drone hub. Stores power, and then we just pop that right there. I could have done a wind turbine, but I fear the maintenance for wind turbines is quite high at this stage in the game. Even though I have realised that the downfalls of this are that at some point all of my drones are just going to drop out of, well, range. Why have they brought rocks? Is my waste dump full? No? Why is there rocks over here, drones? Oh well, I'm sure they'll work it out. Uh-oh. Meow. There goes the drone controller. It's okay, I suppose, as long as Vega 1's here. Because that allows us... But for now, I can't actually turn it off at night.
Are low.
It's supposed to be working all of the time. Whoops. I know that's not working because that definitely doesn't have enough power. We're going to have to make a bank of solar panels to kind of power this, with backup power inside of it. So we need batteries and solar panels. Like I say, wind turbines. It produces 5, so it produces the same as a large solar panel. It will be running all the time. And if we get dust storms, technically it'll be higher. But I don't know, that maintenance scares me slightly. I'm going to start with solar panels and power accumulators. Let's try. Just make sure I am actually outside of it. Yes, I am. Last thing I want to do is build all of my... Is there like a button I can press that shows that? No. Sometimes you press like Alt and stuff and it'll show it, but no. If there is, would you please let me know? It'll make my life so much easier. Build another one. So it has 2. And an accumulator we'll build right here. I don't know if I am being massively paranoid about... Whoa, okay, that was close. Meteorite strike just happened right outside. Maybe I need a sensor tower here. Or something to warn me of these things. I vaguely remember that from somewhere. Can we interact with anyone? Our colony of Japan. Oh man, they've got like a moxie up and everything. They're way ahead of me. We should probably try and race the Japanese here. Okay, it has no pipes. Let's build some pipes. Let's get a water tower. Let's build the pipe. Whoa, did I accidentally place that? Didn't mean to do that. Let's build the pipes first. Now, I think long pipes and things are a bad idea. I'm under the impression that they can break, and you have to fix sprung leaks and things. But for now, I'm gonna work with. I don't think that counts as a long pipe. I think when it's talking long pipes, it's talking the length of a map. Okay, now this should be storing power. I love the way it raises out of the ground. Or rises out of the ground. That's not really charging this to any length where I can... I don't think that's going to be working throughout the night somehow. Not on one solar panel. I mean, two. Barely charging this. I don't think it'll be enough to run it through the night. But it's an experiment. I will find out. Okay, so next what we need is air. Air is a lovely thing. It allows humans to breathe in space. Produces oxygen. No production during dust storms. It produces 3 oxygen. That's a lot of oxygen. Now I think I can tie it in to my existing pipe work. Could be wrong. Okay, yeah, it's going sideways. So let's build that. Make sure I build it in a way. Yeah, that seems good. And we need an oxygen tank to go with it. Let's wait for it to build before I build the oxygen tank and the pipes to connect it. Now that's going to require more power, so in theory I should have built more power, more solar panels. Let's do that. Here's a question. If I build these next to each other, they're not going to work, are they? Because I need a cable. So for now, let's just do another 2 back. Whoop. Thanks, mouse. Let's do a power cable. Hey, now we have 4. This also requires 2 power, so that's not actually that bad. Let's connect it with a pipe. Must be built on a pipe. Yes, because I've selected the wrong thing again, haven't I? I've done a valve. Now I need to make sure that there is power going to the Moxie, so I need another cable. I've just realised that one well-placed missile, definitely a missile, meteorite, definitely undermines my practices here. Oh, did it work all night? Or is it kaput? I have no idea. I assume it was kaput, but maybe it worked. Maybe I am a genius all along. Let's just put down an oxygen tank here. And that will show me what sort of reserve oxygen we have. There is literally no redundancy piping here. Not smart. Like, one break in the line destroys everything. But I understand the problem. I will do my best to fix it. We do have a slight benefit on power right now. We are generating 15 power, or 40 power, and we only need 25, so we are kind of ahead of the game right now. And we are now storing oxygen in a reserve tank. The amount of water we are getting, we have 66 stored water. It's almost full. Our ship is refueled and ready to go. And I think we are almost ready to build our first dome. But either way, this seems like a very good place for me to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Your advice is greatly appreciated. Let me know if there's anything I'm missing. But either way, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.